Hey everybody, it's Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple but flavorful Louisiana-style hot sauce. Louisiana-style hot sauce is super popular in America, across the US. You'll find it all over the place. Some of the most famous examples would be Tabasco sauce or Crystal hot sauce. There's really lots of different kinds. You can use all sorts of ingredients and flavors to build up and create your hot sauces, but really a Louisiana-style hot sauce, you only need 3 simple ingredients. You need chili peppers, vinegar, and salt, and that's basically it. So this one that I made today, I'm going to show you how to make it. It's there's 3 ingredients. I've got a variety of fresh chili peppers, and I have some white vinegar, and I have salt. And there are a number of ways, again, as I said, to customize it. Like you can use different vinegars, you can add other flavors like garlic, you can change up the peppers and salt and other seasonings. But again, super simple, super flavorful, and it's one of my favorites. I love this stuff. So let me show you how to make it. All right, let's make some Louisiana-style hot sauce. So my recipe calls for 1 pound of chili peppers, and you can realistically use any chili peppers that you want to. I chose this selection here for some heat and for the color. I want a good red Louisiana style to kind of look a little bit like, like Tabasco or Crystal, kind of something you'll find in the store. So I chose some red habanero peppers, which have a great level of heat. I have some Fresnos, which are about jalapeno heat, and some Thai chilies, good level of heat there. Again, if you want like a milder version, you can use maybe something like some Fresnos or even mix in some red bell pepper. And you can use any color really that you want to. It works for any chili pepper. But for me, got some heat, some tropical flavor, and it's gonna be delicious. So first thing you wanna do is just chop up your chilies, pop them into a bowl, and then we'll get making it. So, all right, let me cut these guys up here. Going to remove the stems from the peppers. Just get rid of that. And you can seed them if you want to, remove the seeds, or I like to leave them in, it doesn't bother me, because we'll be straining this out at the end. But the seeds never really bothered me. So, all right, just get these chopped up, and we will continue when we're all chopped up and good to go. All right, I got all my peppers all chopped up. And you can do a rough chop on these. They don't have to be all minced or anything. It's going to get processed anyway. So, all right, so go ahead and add this all to a pot. And let me get it in there without making a mess like I normally do. All right, just get that set in there. And we are using here, I've got a ½ cup of white vinegar. You can use your favorite vinegar for this, and you can use more vinegar if you want to. I'm using a ½ cup for now. And I can add more if I want to, up to a cup. And here I have a ¼ teaspoon of salt. Just set that in there. And you can use more salt to your taste as well, up to a teaspoon or so. All right, get this mixed up in here. And I'm gonna bring the liquid to a real quick boil, and we'll just let it simmer. We'll reduce the heat and let it simmer for 15 minutes to soften up the peppers. And again, this is a super easy recipe. It's a base recipe. I'm using fresh peppers, but you can also use frozen peppers, thawed out, of course. And you can do it dried if you rehydrate them. And that's a different type of sauce, but it's amazing that way as well. So, all right, I'll come back when this is all simmered up. All right, I got my peppers all nicely softened up. So I'm going to take it off heat, and we'll get our food processor ready. And just a quick note to say that you may want to do this in a well-ventilated room with a fan going or maybe some windows open, because the pepper fumes can sometimes get you. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so go ahead and just set this into your food processor, or blender is fine. Nicely softened up. And you can see this is probably a good couple of cups of peppers here. Set that down, and all right, process it up. All right, let me check the thickness here. All right, yeah, it's nice and pureed, and you can, at this point, if you want to add a little bit more vinegar to it or a little bit more salt, you can totally do that. Just give it a taste and adjust. It could be pretty hot there. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna process it a little bit longer, and then we'll strain it and enjoy some hot sauce. All right, nicely processed up. So, okay, grab yourself a bowl and a strainer, and all right, we'll move forward. All right, I got my hot sauce all processed up, and I actually did add a little bit more vinegar because I want it to be a little bit more liquidy. That's something you can easily adjust to your own preferences. So go ahead and strain it into a bowl. Honestly, at this point, you could keep your sauce unstrained and just use it as it is. It's very good this way, but more Louisiana style, it's strained, and they're usually more liquidy. So again, super easy to make. Just go ahead and get it strained out as needed. Look at that. So we're straining all the solids. You can see how many solids are left in here. All the seeds and all the like extra pulpy material. And you can process this up a little bit more if you want to. Maybe a little bit more liquid to, you know, get a little bit more hot sauce out of it. But one thing I like to do sometimes is I'll take this pulp and I'll dehydrate it with my dehydrator and grind it up, and it becomes a really great seasoning. All right, here we go. Look at that. Probably got about maybe a tablespoon and a half or two or so of the pulp left. So I'm just gonna throw it away for now. I don't need to save it. Set that here. And here we go, there's your hot sauce. Let me give it a quick taste here. Still warm. Ooh, nice level of heat on that, baby. Oh yeah, I like it, delicious. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this to bottles, and then we're good to go. Pretty easy, right? All right, be right back. All right, I got myself a hot sauce bottle here, a little woozy bottle. And we're just gonna go ahead and pour it into the bottle. Just like so. It's nice and thick. And ooh, look at that. Still got a little bit left over. So this made roughly 6 ounces of hot sauce. And again, you can adjust that by adding a little bit more vinegar to it, maybe a little bit of water. But boom, yeah, look at that, nice and thick. Again, you can thin it out as much as you want to. But that's it, guys. That's how you make a Louisiana-style hot sauce. Again, this is a fresh pepper version. If you're interested in a fermented pepper version, we actually have information on the website for that on the post, and I'll leave the link in the comments section below. So that's it. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Let me know what kind of peppers you like to use for your hot sauce. Super curious what you think, and keep it hot and spicy. Hot sauce, I love it. So all right, I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.